Thank you, Shalini ji, Shishir Jaipuria ji, Sunita ji. Yash is also here, apparently. Saket isn't. Everybody, thank you for having me here. Um, 50 years of work in education is truly something to be massively proud of. I'm sure all of you sleep very well at night, and that is a real mark of happiness, in my opinion. So I think, as Shalini ji just quickly said, I straddle three worlds. The world of cinema as an actor and director, the world of non-profit as a founder of two non-profit organizations, one working on education and the other on child sexual abuse. As a former India rugby player for 11 years from 98 to 2009 for India, and then today as the president of not the Indian Rugby Foundation, but the Indian Rugby Federation. We have 27 states that we work with, and it's an Olympic sport, and we are affiliated by and recognized by Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sport, Indian Olympic Association, Sports Authority of India, Asia Rugby, World Rugby, the works. And I kind of thought that today I was going to be speaking to a mix of students and parents. I'm glad a few students have made it, and apparently a few more are logging online to watch this, so I hope they do. Because I'm just going to use my 10 minutes telling you about, I think when a chief guest comes for occasions like this, ज़्यादातर वो बातें करते हैं, वो बहुत क्या कहते हैं, indirect way कि मैं कितना महान हूँ. But I'm going to be talking to you about something that is one of my greatest humiliations. I'm going to be talking to you about one of my greatest moments of self-doubt, public ridicule, and shame. A little bit different, isn't it? Because if you do not have the capacity to feel shame, then you're dead inside. If you do not have the capacity to swallow humiliation and come out of it, then you haven't grown. If you let potentially the biggest moments of failure in your life become failures, you're never ever going to make it. So, out of the three worlds I inhabit, I have terrible stories from each world. And I'm going to tell you one such story. Obviously, it has a silver lining. I played for India. I played rugby for India from 1998 to 2009 for 11 years. In that period, India had played 17 internationals. I played them all. Rugby is a game played by 15 people on either side. Cricket is a game played by 11 people on either side. Hockey the same. Football the same. Rugby, it's 15. Towards the end of my career, the last 2-3 years, I wasn't good enough to be in the first 15. All these sports, barring cricket, have substitutes. Football has substitutes. Hockey has substitutes. Rugby has 7 substitutes. So the serial number 1 to 15 are the most coveted serial numbers. And then 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 are the 7 substitutes who come in to play during the 80 minutes of the game. And in rugby, because it's a very violent sport, all the substitutes play. Sometimes you can even play after 5 minutes. Somebody can break their nose, somebody can break their hand or whatever it is, or break their jaw, and then you have to come on. The substitutes are also position specific, but roughly let me tell you, in 2007 and 2008, I was the 18th best player in India. So my number was 18. And I would come on as the 3rd substitute once the game had started. I almost never came on in the first half, the first 40 minutes. Second half, between minute 50 and minute 80, I used to come on. And I used to play sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes, but I always got a game. In 2008, we were playing a triangular. I remember it was happening in the Philippines. We were playing Philippines, Thailand, I think, and India. And I announced my retirement before the triangular. It was 2008. The Commonwealth Games were happening in 2010. By 2010, I would have been 43 years old. Nobody should be 43 years old and playing on a side when the Commonwealth Games are coming up. There's going to be money, coaches, equipment, and I wanted somebody younger to benefit from all that. So I announced my retirement in the 2008 triangular. We had the first game, which we lost. This is the second and final game of the triangular and the last test match of my life. And I'm number 18, remember? We're playing the Philippines and we are winning. Normally when you're losing, does anybody play sport here, team sport? Okay, there you go. Normally when you're losing, the coach will be reluctant to substitute because she or he wants the best team to play. But we were winning. After the first half, the coach looked at the 7 of us and said, start warming up. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 began to warm up. At about minute 54, he looked at 16 and said, get on. So 16 went on. Now there are 6 of us warming up. Minute 57, he told 17 to get on. Somebody was subbed off. 17 went on. Now there were 5 of us warming up. Minute 61, he told 19 to get on. So 19 went on, and I thought to myself, maybe this is a positional, strategic thing that he's doing. So I was cool, I was warming up. Minute 64, he told 20 to get on. 20 got on. Minute 68, he told 21 to get on. 21 went on. Minute 73, he told 22 to get on. 22 got on. And now there are 7 minutes left of my 10-year international rugby career in my last test match for India. And I still haven't played. Now there's only one person warming up on this field. So minute 74, 75, 76, 77, he looks up, looks at me, and I go, okay, I'm going to at least play for a few minutes for my country. He looks up at me and looks away. 78, 79, full time. And then the match officials announce a 4-minute injury extra time. So I'm like, okay, I have 4 minutes more. 81, and now